My name is Greg Stock. I am an orthodontist and I live in Manlius. I first learned about geothermal heating about 15 years ago, and the thought of using the heat of the earth to heat my house seemed like a really interesting technology. And I was hoping that someday, wherever I ended up, that we'd be able to install that. And additionally, we were also looking at getting solar panels. And so when we reached out to Heat Smart CNY, they had people that did geo, they had people that did solar, but Halco was the one that did both. And so that made a lot of sense for us to be able to work with one company for the all-encompassing project. We reached out and Matt Dennis came to my house, and he was very polite, very knowledgeable, and we talked about what we were looking to do. And so he took a lot of measurements, and then he went back and came up with a solution for us. And it was all spelled out very, very easy and very, very clear what our outlay would be, what tax benefits would be associated with what we were doing, and about how long it would take. So the intro process was very easy. It was very smooth, and everybody that came in, they were very nice. They're very polite. I have little kids. I was comfortable with them, running around. They were comfortable with my kids because being curious. And so we ended up having a geothermal heating system along with geothermal water heating. And then we also have a 11.1 kilowatt solar array on our roof. Halco, they were all very knowledgeable. They were very professional, but they were also polite and kind. I always have a lot of questions. I'm not armchair quarterbacking. I'm just very curious too. I find the technology for both systems very interesting. And so I ask a lot of questions, and they were able to answer my questions, and they didn't make me feel like I was in imposition when I was asking them. And I really appreciated that, because it is a large investment. If you do either one of these, you're making a large investment for your house and your family, and it is nice that they are so open and communicative about what they're doing and why they need to do it and how everything works if you're interested in that. I think if you want to do the legwork, you can talk to multiple providers, but life is busy, and Halco they made it very smooth. You want people that make it easy to do business with them, and they made it very easy to do business with them. It didn't act like, they wanted to provide us with a service, and we wanted to pay for the service, and they didn't make it difficult to end up getting what we wanted, which is really nice. Things work great when it's installed. It's going to work great, but what happens 5 years down the road? Well, Halco's been around for many years, and I know that if I have a problem with any of my systems 7 years from now, I can call them, and a live person will pick up the phone, tell me it's a great day for Halco, and I can talk about my problem, and they'll take care of it. There's a lot of new players, especially in the solar market, and that's great. Spreading the technology is wonderful, but are they all going to be around in 5 years? Are they all going to be around in 10 years? A lot of people say, you need to get multiple quotes, and if that's what you want to do, I totally support that. I think if you get multiple quotes, Halco won't necessarily be the cheapest, but you need to make sure you're comparing apples to apples, because Halco makes it smooth, and I think there's a value in that. On the flip side, if you have a busy lifestyle and you want to do this, we trusted Heat Smart CNY's recommendation, and we weren't disappointed.